Hello everyone, welcome to another video. Today I will be playing Yasuo Katarina because since the new patch, the new expansion, they printed a landmark that changed how we should play Yasuo. That card is Windswept Hillock. The effect of Windswept Hillock is when I'm summoned, you draw a Yasuo, basically a Yasuo boat, and stun the strongest enemy. So upon activation of this landmark, you stun the strongest enemy. And that's a very good way of stopping any form of threat from opponent. And another thing that is good in this landmark is when you have the attack token, stun the strongest enemy. So basically, Windswept Haylock is unleashed stun. As long as you get the attack token, you can stun the strongest enemy from opponent. And stunning is very good with Yasuo because of how Yasuo is designed. And stunning in general is very good because of the how it stops the aggression from opponent. And Yasuo Katarina has been a meme for a long time because of how limited their capacity to win games. But now that Windswept Hillock is on the on is another is now that Windswept Hillock is one of the cards that is officially printed, Yasuo Katarina rises its popularity and arguably one of the best mid-range decks in the current meta right now. And so we are going to be playing Yasuo Katarina. Another thing that we have to remember here is Windswept Hillock's effect works on Katarina. When Katarina is level 2, every time you drop Katarina, every time you play Katarina, you gain the attack token because Katarina's level 2 effect is, so when it is summon, rally. So you'll rally when you summon Katarina. And when you rally, you get the attack token. So having the attack token, you will stun the strongest enemy from the opponent. Combine that with Yasuo present on the field. So every time you stun the strongest enemy, you deal 2 damage to that. And if you flip Yasuo, which is very easy in this deck, Yasuo will strike the stunned enemy unit. And striking with Yasuo as a level 2 is you are basically dealing 5 damage to them. It is almost like killing them instantly. So that let me explain the cards that are in the deck. So in the early game, we don't have much to do. So we have House Spider to make sure that we will not fold into a very aggressive decks. It's makes it this House Spider make sure that we have chunk blockers for the early parts of the game. And for the mid game, we have the turn 3 units Katarina and Arachnoid Sentry. So these two, depending on the matchup, you'll need Arachnoid Sentry plus Flock to remove an important units, or trying to flip Katarina as early as turn 3. So that in the late game, when you have Katarina as a level 2 and you already have Windswept Hillock on the board, you'll guarantee that every time you drop Katarina, you stun the strongest enemy. And for the mid game, we have Yasuo plus Windswept Hillock. That this is the mid game. Stabilizing with Yasuo plus Windswept Hillock basically guarantees that it will be hard for the opponent to attack from you and deal damage to you because they are like stun locked as early as turn 5 onwards. We also have added 2 Sign and Thousand Tailed. Sometimes the draw 2 and the +1/+1 on your field is very important in dealing an insane amount of damage because when opponent units are stunned, they can't block. So you increase the attack of your units. That is also a way of dealing damage to them. Plus the draw 2 from Sign and Thousand Tailed is very insane. And that's all for the explanation regarding deck. We have a few protections for our Yasuo, like Notify, Twin Disciplines, and Whispered Prayers. And a lot of stun because this is a Yasuo deck. We also have one deny in case you need it. Just one for to make sure that any form of a big spell from the opponent, you have something that can stop it. And so that's all for the explanation regarding Yasuo Katarina. See you again next video. Guys, okay, winnable. We just have to remove the Kaisa. This is a winnable matchup. We just have to make sure that we mark the Kaisa. The opponent can no longer do anything. Okay.
Don't let the fluffy tails fool you.
Take the children to safety.
Okay.
Now.
I think we can attack. Alright. We'll probably trade
Gonna find a gift for Renekton. Right, alright.
Okay. I think we have to. We'll just stun the.
Time. They need time.
Okay. I'll take the trade, probably. I'll take 4 damage.
Run.
We suck. We take 4 damage. Okay, we have a good hand. This should be the ideal hand for us. If he goes for another Merciless Hunter, we can stun his attacker.
We love it when they run.
That is what I expected. We try to attack. This is a free attack because Sharp Sight can save him. Let's take the attack. Okay, so for next turn, he'll probably drop the Kaisa. Resolve this one. Well, let's count how many keywords does he have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if he drops Kaisa, that will be 6. Because Kaisa is quick attack. With that, we have to pass.
I've got your back.
Oh, okay. I see. I can stand that. We can stand that. One out of 5.
Protect and strike.
Yasuo. Okay, 2 out of 5.
Taken. My duty's done.
Katarina. Let's wrap the Katarina first.
Never play fair.
Will Blades edge the Valor?
I was born in Belveth. I
Yes,
cannot
Blades edge
leave.
the Valor.
This might hurt.
It looks like opponent doesn't have
They're
the
afraid. They should
doesn't
be.
have the evolved yet. Oh,
You're dead meat.
Okay. Okay, we have to protect our Yasuo. Let's try to protect our Yasuo. Okay. Opponent is running out of cards.
Down.
Okay. Okay, so if opponent tries to go for the Kaisa, will Windswept he'll lock him. Okay, let's try this one. Windswept. Okay. If she goes for Kaisa, we have Yasuo. I think we have full control on with our board here. We have the stuns and we have Yasuo on the field. It will be hard for opponent. She even passed at turn 8, that means the opponent doesn't have the 8 cost. Does he have spell shield? Okay, we can pop the spell shield with the spell slinger.
A little puncture and a lot of pain. Fang's turn.
Okay. You can stun it. Stun this. We have another GG. We have the full control on the board, so opponent doesn't have
I will regain my
anything.
honor.
And also, we are really favored in that matchup. Yasuo is very favored, I think, based on my experience as a Kaisa player and as a Yasuo player. When I am playing with the matchup, Yasuo is always the one that is favored. Use it or lose it. Okay, mirror match. Yasuo Katarina versus Katarina Yasuo. We have to keep Yasuo, of course, because this is a mirror match. Having one is very important. We have the Yasuo and Windswept Hillock. Ravenous Flock plus Spellslinger should be reserved for Yasuo only. Okay, let's drop the House Spider. I'm expecting that opponent has Yasuo on turn 4. With how he plays. Okay. And so if we drop our own Yasuo, opponent will go. Let's drop Yasuo. We have another one with Windswept Hillock. So an opponent needs 2 cards to try to kill Yasuo. So, okay. We take that. Okay, we have our own way of killing the opponent's Yasuo. Okay.
A fallen leaf.
Okay, if opponent drops Yasuo, we have Windswept Hill.
Sleep is for the
Right.
guiltless.
And then Ravenous Flock. Hopefully opponent doesn't have any removals for this one. Any notifies to stop this one. He can go for the Twin Disciplines. Okay. That's a very weird card in the deck, Scorcher. Don't know the appeal of that Scorcher. But to each his own. Okay, we have Yasuo plus Spellslinger.
Sleep is for the
Spellslinger
guiltless.
can act as a removal. Okay, let's attack. Let's attack with House Spider. Opponent doesn't have any Yasuo during the stun. You can go for the Ravenous Flock. We have Clean Disciplines.
Sleep is for the
Okay.
guiltless.
Stun the Yasuo.
A little puncture and a lot of pain. Fang's turn.
Boom. We can try to kill Yasuo with the concussive bomb if opponent overextends.
Big
Okay,
play
opponent
for the
overextends. Let's try to kill the Yasuo. Twin Disciplines is the only out opponent can do. Twin Disciplines, okay? I expected that one. And run. Wow, sign in. Looks kinda insane. The problem with signing is I think we can
The
attack
dragon lives.
with everything first.
Blade never gets any lighter.
We'll try to kill Yasuo. Okay. He's stunning. He's trying to stun. Stun, 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 stun. Okay. So the play should be I think there's a little angle here. We can go homecoming. Homecoming. So this is stunning this and this is stunning this. Homecoming this. Deny this. We are lacking 1 damage. Okay. It's down to 1. It's down to 1. Let's scare him for a little bit.
I will follow this path until the end.
Aggro. We are the aggro deck.
Here's our chance.
Katarina! GG. Exactly that. If opponent doesn't have deny. Okay, let's see if opponent disintegrate. Okay. Pass.
The bite doesn't hurt,
Alright.
but the venom sure does.
Okay. Trying to remove the
Get
sorry, Yasuo.
Clear mind.
Okay, let's drop the sign in first. We have enough mana for the Katarina Blade's Edge. Okay, let's scare him for a little bit.
Think you're fast? Cute.
Okay, let's try Katarina.
Let the
Let's see if
bloodshed
opponent
begin.
has no reply.
Try to keep up. Pick on someone your own speed.
Okay, we can block this 3-3. No biggie. Okay, no reply.
It's
GG.
just a nick.
Very nice.
Zigged. Should have sagged.